Hey guys, alright, Promotion Sunday is coming up this coming Sunday. I know that's only like 3 days, and we didn't have a chance to have a leaders meeting before that. That's Andrew Evans' fault, alright? Anyway, we didn't have a leaders meeting planned for this week, so I want to give you guys an idea of what's going to happen on Sunday morning so you guys know what to expect. And I'll share it kind of from the eye gate of the 9:30 hour and then go to the 11 to 8 o'clock and all that stuff. Okay, so for all of you 9:30 teachers, what you guys will do is you'll come into the room, just be here as quickly as possible. If you can get here 5-10 minutes early, that'd be really good. That morning is absolutely chaotic. It's a very chaotic morning. So the more structure we can have in terms of people here on time and all that stuff, the better. So get here as early as you can. At 9:30, we're going to have some donuts, get the kids all sugared up, all that stuff for you guys. And we'll have some orange juice and milk and all that stuff. That'll be over on the left-hand side of the room, all those donuts. You'll see them all when you get in here. The room will be absolutely packed. So they'll be eating all their donuts, hanging out. Probably around 9:45-ish will be when we kind of begin our program. What that'll look like, you know, it may look like a couple songs. It may look like we just get up here and play a couple games, just kind of get everybody focused in, their attention kind of coming up here. And then we'll start, and I'll kind of explain to everybody what's going on. At that point, it's very important that you guys are in the back of the room encouraging students to come up to the seats, all that stuff. All right, so you want to get all the students up here in the seats. You guys hang out back there in the back of the room. On the wall over here, on the right-hand side, we're going to have everybody's names. We're going to have everybody's class list, class roll up there on the wall. So the students will be able to see that in advance. So they won't totally be relying on us calling out their name in the middle of this program to know who their Bible fellowship teacher is. But we all know that there's that special student who just never looks at anything and pays attention to anything, and we'll be left stranded in here even though we call their name out. So at that time, so what's going to happen? So we have the donuts and drinks. At 9:45, we begin the program, whatever that looks like. We'll make sure everyone knows the program is beginning. At which point, at some point during that program, what we'll do is we'll go through every class roster and call out the names. It's important that you're here and that you're awake and all that stuff, because I'm going to call you out. For example, if Miss Mary Jane Edwards back there in her class, I'll be like, "Where's Miss Mary Jane at?" I said, "Holla at me," and she'll be like, "Holla!" All right. So she'll holler and then she'll raise her hand. That's me. Woo, that's me. Everybody will look around, turn around, look at her, and she'll be waving there and all that stuff and getting real giddy about about fellowship starting. And then I'll call off her class roll, and then I will dismiss them, so they will leave. Okay, and we'll start with 6th graders. All right, then we'll go to 7th and then 8th grade. Okay, so that'll be for every class, every gender, every role, all that stuff. We'll go through all that stuff. So, anyways, so that'll be for the 9:30 hour. Then you go in your class. What we want you to do in class, we don't want you to teach anything. Read my lips. Don't teach anything in class that morning. What we want you to do is simply get to know the students. So we'll give you these student information forms that you'll get everyone in there to fill out. One of the things that I think is a great idea, bring a bag of Skittles or a fold of $20 bills, which would be awesome. And then pass those around the room. Ask the students to take as many as they want to take. But for as many as they take of the $20 bills or of the Skittles, they got to say that many things about themselves, okay? Just to kind of get to know, break the ice. Whatever game you want to play, it doesn't matter to me a bit. Just make sure you're introducing yourself to the students and hanging out and all that stuff. That's what we want out of you guys when you go off into your small groups. And that should take the majority of the time. It's organized chaos, but it's a lot of fun, and it's cool getting to know your students and seeing that student for the first time that's going to be in your class all year. The roles will kind of change a little bit for the first couple of weeks based on the amount of kids that we have, kids that come in next week that weren't here this week, all that sort of stuff. We'll figure that out. Just know that I'm going to ask you to raise your hand. I'm going to call off your roll, and then you're going to go into your class eventually with your student, and you'll probably have between 15 and 20 minutes in your class. Okay? Just know that, for a shadow of a doubt, absolutely will happen. And if you know that, you will be prepared to handle your 1st or 2nd or 80th Promotion Sunday. Thanks. Oh, hello. Right now, I know some of you guys have questions about, Andrew, how in the world do I find the curriculum? Well, using the help of my trusty assistant, Mr. Andrew Evans, we're going to teach you how to get online and find the curriculum. Come on around. So, first what you'll do is you'll grab your mouse. if you're on a laptop, you'll touch something around here. Some of you need to turn on your computer. Some of you don't know that, but you'll need to turn on your computer. Then you'll pull up a web browser. I'm using Internet Explorer. You can use Firefox or Safari. What you do is click on this little web browser part, and you'll type in www.idlewildstudents.com. And you'll get this part right. All right, hold on just a second. And then you'll click enter. When you do that, this big bad boy comes up right here. And you'll click on middle school since you're working with me in the Cooler Ministry. So click on middle school. All right, nothing against high schoolers, but middle school's so much better. You'll click on middle school, and then an hour later it will pop up. There we go. As you'll notice, you see the screen over here and all this stuff, right? You'll come over here to the very left-hand side of the screen and click on Login. See? Login. Over here, click on that. Login, then you'll get rid of this stuff, sure. Okay. Then you'll see a place for username, which is Leader, L-E-A-D-E-R. It's not case sensitive, don't cap lock it. And then password, which is the word password. So username is Leader, password is the word password. You can come down here and remember your login, that's smart. Then log in. Then what happens is over here on the left-hand side of your screen, right here, an icon pops up that says Adult Leaders. Click on that, click, which will pop up the curriculum, and you'll be able to access the curriculum by the date on the left side. So this is July 25th, which was 3 weeks ago. There's a teaching plan, insight, options, student page. Pull all that stuff, play with it. Probably the one you're going to want to look at the most is the teaching plan and the insight. You can print off student pages and bring them in. Those help you a lot too. As you see, August 22nd is the teaching plan for the R12 series. We won't be doing that. You'll start the next week on the 29th. Now, if any of you have any questions about how to access the internet or how to access our Adult Leaders page, you can contact Andrew Evans at aevans@idlewild.org, and he'll send you a funny picture of his face and how to access the internet. From the Wired Student Ministry, this is Andrew Nix and
Andrew Evans.
And we love you.